All right.
Yeah.
All right, now you said something about me being a woman. See, I don't stay anonymous, to be very honest. I tried to stay anonymous, but I remember that I released a video on my Instagram page. I did take down. Many people have seen the video, have seen my face. I'm like, oh. Things like I'm the headless artist. I'll just be like headless guy, so nobody go even know who I be, that kind of thing. Well, don't I don't show my face, so everybody else see who I be. So don't allow it on.
Yeah,
But how far
yeah.
you now? How's everything going? How's everything been?
I'm good, dude.
Okay.
So, please introduce yourself.
Hi, hey everyone. My name is Johnson David. I'm an artist from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm also a YouTuber, like a video creator. I'm popularly known as the headless artist on Twitter or Doves. You can find me on Twitter, like on Instagram, Dovesish. Yeah, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to be here. It's nice to be here in this interview.
Well, thank you for coming, bro. It's like you're like the first person I'll be interviewing among everybody. So it's like this big.
Yeah, it's huge.
I
It's huge.
this like I feel like this is like the first interview like on YouTube where you can get to really see the artists behind the project. Like
Yeah.
me, well, I've not seen you before, so
Mhm.
this is like an opportunity. Imagine when you now finally become like Elon Musk standard, they're like, who's the first person that reviewed this guy to the world? And then they call me, I'm like, yeah.
Oh, stop it, Jerry. Oh yeah, thank you very much. I feel honored like to be the first person. I didn't even know like, but yeah, I feel very honored. Honestly, coming here, normals, I had like jitters, I was like a bit tense, a bit scared about everything, but
Yeah,
yeah, we have to go past it, Sha. We have to go past it.
yeah. All right. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, where are you from?
Okay, I'm actually from Lagos. I'm from Lagos, Nigeria as well. I stay in Lagos. I school in Lagos, and by the grace of God, I also leave Lagos and Nigeria for all of you now because I've been here for a very long time. I'm 20 years old. Okay then. What else? I school here in the University of Lagos, still a student in University of Lagos, and
Yeah.
I study building. But art for me is something that has been with me for a very long time. I've
Yeah.
actually wanted to get into art because I was doing like a website. I was a designer before, like before I entered into creative art. I was a designer. I was um I was the website developer because I thought that was the only way you could make money through art. Like
Wait,
that was the way.
you build websites.
Yeah, I build websites. I build
Ah,
websites.
that's crazy. That's
But,
crazy. I'd like to like see some of your website though.
oh
That's
shit!
nice.
I could show you like some of the website after the call. I could show you. Back to the conversation, I thought that was the only way you could make money through like doing designs and doing website. On 2 years ago, I was scrolling through the Forbes 30 under 30 list. If you go to my
Yeah,
bio, I was scrolling to the Forbes list, 30 under 30
yeah.
list of millionaires. So if you go to my bio, you see aspiring like Forbes 30 under 30 because I'm by the grace of God, I'm going to get there. And I went to the arts category, and the person that stood out to me was Danny Casadeo. His name is Kuma Coffee Dan on Instagram and on Twitter, and he makes like these animations of like he calls himself a bad animator, and he make like these drawings of really crappy animations, and he was on Forbes. Like if you see his drawing, check Pullman Coffee Down on YouTube. You see his animations, and I love the way he regardless he built that like he's not a very like good animator or a good designer, but he like went out and built something for himself, built a brand around that. He released his own NFT as well, and geez, this guy was on Forbes. That really stood out to me, and like that's when I decided to like chase the journey as an artist, like do what I love, and actually end up like where I'll be like I feel that I'll be known as someone that really did what they love and made something out of it. NFT came to me last year. It came to me last year, early last year. I heard about NFT. I think everybody heard about NFT. I follow a lot of like big names in this space way before NFT, And it just came as an opportunity. I entered NFT this year. I waited until this year to enter NFT, and it just came to me as an opportunity to like make money through art. But even now, there is still the topic of like doing art for what you love and like not try to just make money out of it. But we'll get into that later because I really want to talk about that. I really want to like share my opinion on that as well. But yeah, being being an artist, being a designer is something that has really stood out to me and I love so passionately. I fully love artists in this space way before they started doing NFTs, and I'm still like trying to onboard people that I believe in into this space, and it's been like really awesome to be very honest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
for me, especially in this NFT, this thing, sometimes I scroll through like people that have made crazy sales with NFT, and some people they just do this drop with Blender. Like there's a what's the word? I think it's not a plugin, but like somebody has already built that character, built that concept. So what they just do is like take it, put it in this, take this one, put it in this, and then they sell it as an NFT.
Oh, it mean people that are not really putting their all into their art
Yeah,
and just
I see some people that they will not even draw, and then they'll just do it, and then I'm like,
Hmm.
come on,
There are a lot of
come
people
on.
in this space. There are a lot of people in this space that are just trying to
I
make
think
money.
NFT really, it has moved away from artists because NFT when it first came out to me was meant for artists to be able to sell their artwork the same way traditional artists were selling their this thing with art galleries coming to pick their artworks and like putting it in their galleries and stuff. I felt like that was what NFT would be about when I first entered, and
Oh,
then I got into NFT and before like listing my own project, I was seeing like PFP project with 10,000 and this. I was like, wow, wow. At first, those 10,000 stuff in my head, I was thinking these things were like somebody sat down to draw 10,000 characters. And I was
wow.
thinking in my head, like, I cannot sit down and draw 100 character. I'll
Same here.
collapse.
Same here. When I wanted to get, well, I didn't want to get into any PFP project.
Yeah.
I don't plan on getting into any PFP projects in the future.
Ah,
Yeah, at all. Because I had like another idea of like building community and bringing out collectibles. That was my first idea of NFT. My friend told me to get into NFT as like a form, also as a form of like trying to like test the waters and know how everything works. So in the future, I'm still going to release this collection. I don't want to give too much details about this collection, but the name of this collection is called Mythical. Geez, what's the name? Mythical collectibles. Like it's like a collection based on mythics, like tales of old, tales of renown. If you know me, you see my art, you know that I'm someone that loves like olden day stuff. Like when they talk about Zeus, they talk about Adam, they talk about Eve. I'm a sucker for this kind of vintage um kind of art. So yeah, but NFT, what I believe NFT really is really just like a tip of the iceberg into Web3. NFT came as like I think NFT is really moving past its real definition of like Web3 because people are really taking it as a means to just artists make money. But NFT is just like really helping a lot of people on board, like building communities into this Web3 standard, Web3 platforms, because this is just like I'll always say like this is just the tip of the iceberg. That Web3 is still coming and it's still going to be way bigger than what's NFT. And
yeah, the metaverse.
yeah, what we should really find right now is how we can onboard ourselves with our project into this Web3 platforms, into this Web3 standards. I just made that discovery and I would love to share it later in this call. But let me go through like what's the questions you have for me first.
All right, all right. So, tell me about your projects. What project do you have available right now?
Okay, so there are two projects I have available right now. I released one March, the beginning of March, I released a project called
Okay.
Headless Streams. So the project was like a 5 one-of-one collection, and I sold three out of that project, and I just left the remaining two for God. I don't know why I didn't feel the need to go back to the project and start like marketing it since I brought out the new collection. The name of my second collection is Where God Met Man. I feel like this project is going to be a long.
Wait. I feel like that the title of where did you come up with that? Wait, Headless Dreams, then Where God Met Man.
Where God Met Man. That project, the way I came up with the title was with the first drop of that project. It was
Yeah.
like I don't know if you've seen the drop, like a guy on the ground trying to touch a woman, like their hands are almost touching.
Yeah.
Guy is called, yeah. So that was the first inspiration, like for the title itself. But I feel like for this project, I've only released one collection, that's particular piece inside this whole
Yeah,
project.
sorry.
But I plan on releasing more into the project. I'm currently working on one with a friend of mine, Daniel Aderi. He's also an artist in the NFT platform. You know him as Dad, DAAD. Like he's also like
Yeah.
you
I
know
think
him
I
a
follow
bit
him on Twitter.
on Twitter. Yeah, he has like this very beautiful artworks, and I felt like he'll be the one to help me like really bring out the glory of this new piece that I'm working on.
Did you say you are collaborating with this dad guy?
Yeah, I'm collaborating with him. Yeah, on
Okay.
this particular piece.
Okay.
Our both collection have been released on OpenSea, but I plan on releasing this Where God Met Man both on OpenSea and on Foundation as well, so that it could be like I can onboard myself and both of us into these two platforms. Yeah, so
That's
that's
cool.
all about it for now.
Have you released any NFT on Foundation?
At all. This particular piece I'm working on is going to be
This
released
will be
on.
your first Genesis. I really
Yeah,
like to even come for your drop party. Like, when will you be releasing that one?
I don't know yet. We haven't really finished the work. When we finish it, that work towards releasing it, work towards the drop party and like all those formalities as well.
Okay, hopefully this video would have dropped before then.
It's
Yeah,
our
so
job before then. It's our job
yeah.
before then.
So with Dad, how did you guys like talk before getting into your collaboration?
Okay, so the first of all, the piece. When I wanted to release upgrade the piece, I was looking at Dad's work because Dad's work, one of his pieces, um, We Shall Not Fall. No, not We Shall Not Fall. I can't remember the piece, but that piece was one that inspired me to create this particular piece. And I was like, when I was trying to like I did the sketch. I released the sketch on Twitter, and when I was trying to do the sketch, I was like trying to do it almost exactly as how Dad did it in this particular piece I was looking at. I was trying to do the sketch. I'm like, Jesus, I can't do this. So if I have to do this, like if you want something done right, do it yourself. Or like if I was trying to do this piece like the way that did it, the best way for me to do that is actually to ask Dad to do it. Do you get? So I just like came out to him and asked him like, "Yo, I just made this sketch, and I'd love for you to help me out, like bring out the beauty in this piece. I really love like me and Dad. We've been friends way back, so I was able to really talk to him about it and like this is what I have, and I would love for you like to collaborate on this piece with you, and I'd love for you to come and partner on this piece and make it like blow up." And Dad also brought some like was like he brought the energy, right? He was like, "Yo, I love this piece. Like, I would love to get on it. Like, let's do this, let's do that." I was like, "Yes, yes." I was expecting the energy, but like, "Yes, yes." So, yeah, we were able to like really come to like a conclusion. Like, we were able to like come to like, what's the word? A like mind concerning this piece. And yes, we're able to like get to work on the collaboration. I also have a collaboration with Michael. You will know him as Creative Nigerian. He's a photographer.
Yeah, I think I see Creative Nigerian on Twitter, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. So he's a photographer, and he asked me to work on a piece with him. I haven't really done much in it because of like creative blog and work and stuff like that. But I'm also working on this piece with him as well, and I can't give too much details about it. I have to like go back to the drawing board and see what like it really needs and how I need to like put two and two together to make a beautiful piece for him. So yeah, it's a lot of things are just going on
Yeah,
in this space.
quick question. Quick question. Is it a mixed media, your collaboration with Creative Nigerian?
No, it's actually an art piece. Like I think it's also venturing into art as well
Okay, so it's going to be doing digital art for this.
for this particular piece. Yeah.
You know, one thing I've not seen yet is like from Nigeria is mixed
Mm.
media. between
Mixed media, I
digital
think.
photography or all this kind of thing. Though I think I saw somebody doing some bead work, but I'm not too certain, like some beading drawing. I can't really remember who, but I think I followed that person. Someone did a drawing of bidding and then they scanned it, and then their utility was like they wanted to gift the person that buys the NFT that this thing.
I'm not too familiar with that one, but I follow Dovesss, the creator. He's a collage artist, but I think
Yeah.
most of some of his work includes like other like 2D, 3D, and photography. But a lot of mixed media artists aren't out there. I was just planning to go into mixed media, but I'm really like maybe I don't have like the creative like knowledge for it because I've been trying to go into it and it's not really like popping out to me. That's why I just said, okay, let me just focus on the 2D for now.
Okay. So another question I'd like to ask you, if you were not like straight into art and website design, which other field would you like have gone for?
If I was into art and website design, I would probably be like that means you're asking if I was into art and into design as well, right?
Yeah,
Like into design in general.
yeah.
Ah, honestly, I can't say. Honestly, with the let's maybe I'll be doing maybe engineering or something, maybe like a course like that. I when I was
You're in
young,
school?
yeah, I'm
You're in
I'm,
school?
I'm still in school. I'm still in school. But when I was young, I loved like this these cartoons that were like Dexter Laboratory. So I love like those science and engineering stuff. When I grew up and it was very complex, I just decided like not to go into it. But if I wasn't doing arts, yeah, if I wasn't doing art, I'd have definitely gotten into it. To be honest. Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, so right now we're expecting two projects to be dropping from you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So hopefully I'll be able to see it and then maybe feature it on my YouTube and talk about it some more when it finally drops. Also, before we end the call, like, is there anything you'd like to add, contribution, advice to Nigerian artists who wants to come into the NFT space? Something to just encourage people or anything.
Okay. What I would like to encourage a lot of people coming into the NFT space is like NFT is not just art alone, right? There are different mediums you can release NFT, and you should also like think of ways to like onboard yourself into the Web3 space as well. Like I don't know, have you ever been to Decentraland or Sandbox before? Have you ever like explored this before?
I don't know if it was the central land I got into, but I've gotten into like this metaverse space where I can scroll through and see different galleries and different stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So which
So
one it was, or I know I have.
yeah. So like those platforms are going to be like the new Google, right? Because when we want to like visit not websites, we'll be visiting like galleries and
Yeah.
people's shops, people's like lands on central land. So you need to like think of ways like the NFT is going to include um those Web3 platforms in the future. And you should also think of like new innovative ideas. It's not about just snapping your grandpas, to be very honest. That's what most people are doing nowadays. And it's not going to work.
The
Like
memes from that snapping grandpa memes
that
that
snapping
crazy.
grandpa is getting too much. It's getting too much. And people like you need to find a way to be more innovative, like bring
Yeah.
out new creative ideas. You could be a DJ. I don't see a lot of DJs in this space. Like I don't see a lot of Nigerian DJs in this space. Maybe because I'm not following the music NFT space. But you could be a
Yeah.
DJ, you could be an artist, you could be a photographer, you could be you could release collections, PFP projects. Well, you could do that too, but um really you just need to like really express your creativity and not just get into the space for money as well. So that's what I have to say, also like to the new people getting into this NFT space and really, really learn, observe, learn before you get into it. Or else it can be a very like confusing platform. Like the whole NFT space is a very confusing thing, and to stay safe, to really like get into it and thrive and succeed, you need to like do your research, take your time, get into the NFT space. It's not running anywhere, to be very honest. Like the NFT space is here and it's here to stay. To take your time, create, love your creations, and thrive.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, one last question before we go. I
All
don't know
right.
if you mind sharing, but in total, how many eats have you sold in total?
In total, it's Ethereum. The first
Yeah.
collection did 0.25. The second
Okay.
collection, only one has been sold. That's 0.075. So 0.25, 0.075, that's 0.325 in total.
Okay.
Yeah.
0.325. That should be about 980 something dollars as of right now. Wow.
Money don't finish.
Man, I look forward to more projects from you
Yeah.
and more sales, and hopefully I'll be able to get you here and we'll be able to talk about your next project coming up.
I
Or
look
when
forward
you
to
finally
it.
visit, I'll be able to show everybody the amazing things you've been doing, because I look at your work and it has its own, there's this mystical vibe to it that I like. That's
Thank,
why I feel like I just have to get you first here and talk to you about your work.
thank you very much. I
Right.
really appreciate it. And I
Thank you
look
very
forward
much
to
for
being here
joining
again.
this. Also, I've not announced, I don't think I've officially announced it,
Okay.
but I'm giving the first five artists that I interview and first five collectors that I interview on this channel an NFT based
Oh,
on this thing. But then I'm not like giving it instantly because
okay,
I'm not
okay,
made of it. So it comes between 2 months
okay.
after the interview, so not immediately. So once I send it, I'll be able to send it to your
Is it
wallet, and I'll be
wallet?
able to send it to you on OpenSea once I
I'm
get the it
actually
down.
excited right now, but I'm just trying to actually.
Yeah,
But oh
so
my God, thank you very much.
I'll be able to send that to you. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for advising everybody coming in, and hopefully
No,
I'll get you next time.
I
Thank you
look
very
forward to
much.
seeing you next time. Thank you very much. Bye, guys. Stay safe and enjoy yourselves.